Hello and welcome to Therapy Book Thursday. Thank you for joining me today. We are going to read another really good book called Listen. This is written by Gabi Snyder and illustrated by Stephanie Graegin. Listen. When you step out into the big, wild world, sometimes all you hear is woof, beep, vroom, noise. But what if you stop, close your eyes, and listen? Can you hear each sound? Woof, beep, vroom. Do you hear a dog yip, yip, yapping from window to yard to passing car? Or a crow cawing from the wire to wire? Listen. Through an open window, a tea kettle whistles. Listen. Can you hear the slap, slap, slap of shoes against pavement? Listen. Kids jump rope, thump, thump, thump. Can you hear, hello, called across the playground? Listen. Listen past the crunch of gravel and the scrape of chalk. Can you hear new words? Listen to each sound. Some pop like quick and snappy, while others stretch like long and leisurely. Listen. Hear words of joy and words that sting. Do you hear what your friends say? Listen. Can you hear what she's feeling too? A sob, a sigh, or even silence? Listen. Listen past the noise. What can you hear? Rain falling on your umbrella? Tippy tap tap. Excuse me. Wind through the trees? Listen. Brush. Can you hear the quiet? Listen past the quiet. What can you hear? Rumble of belly? Whoosh of breath? Can you hear the voice inside you? Listen. To nighttime hush and whispers. Good night. Good night. When all you hear in this big wild world is noise, stop Close your eyes and listen to everything waiting to be heard. The end. This was a really lovely book about listening, but also in the back there's more about listening. So if you get this book yourself, it talks about your sense of hearing and listening and attention and startle response and bottom-up response and top-down response and listening to feelings. These are all things that I'm not going to read today, but that you could get when you either purchase this book or get this book from your library. But listening, this was talking about a really helpful, what I call mindfulness skill. And that is when you can focus on your sense of hearing. So sometimes it's a quiet room and maybe it's bedtime. Maybe it's right now, you listening, and we try it and we just sit here for a second. And think about and notice, what did you hear while it was quiet? And the longer you sit here and are quiet, the more you're going to hear, I promise. So sometimes it's things outside. Sometimes it's things in the house or in the building you're in. Sometimes the place you are in is really noisy, like in the book, right? The outside world can be really noisy. And sometimes we have to pay attention to really specific sounds and we focus on them. And what that can do is it can help our bodies to calm down, and it can help our brains to calm down too when we're really focused on one thing. And that is, what can I hear? And even, can I hear that one thing? Can I hear that one dog or that one car or the footsteps on the ground? Can I pick one sound that I want to focus on? And that's what I really liked about this book today. So see if you can try that the next time you're feeling a little anxious or a little upset, or it just feels like it's just too loud. I want you to focus on the sounds and see which ones stand out to you. Can you name them all? And do you know where they're all coming from? As I've said before, you can find all of these books on my Amazon list at the link below, or you can find them at your local library or like bookshop. And I thank you for joining me today, and I will see you again next Thursday for Therapy Book Thursday.